got video. We got audio. Let me know what y'all hearing and seeing right quick. I want to make sure when I open it up, people can actually see and hear. All right. And I'm gonna give folks. I shared out the link. I'm gonna give folks a couple minutes to get in. All right, all right. I see folks pouring in. How's the audio? How we sounding? All right. No, man. Actually, this is a little Amazon pickup. BG, you got me inspired, man. I went on Amazon and picked up something, man. This is actually a little lavalier mic. It's a U mic. 16 bucks. Yeah, man. Giving people a couple minutes to drop in. So we hit the 3 minute mark. I'm gonna go ahead and start the unboxing. What up, Alan? Shout out to Alan. Shout out to BG. Team 100 in the house. Miss Kia, appreciate you for stopping through. Another Team 100 community member. About to unbox this OnePlus. Man, I got a hell of a story to go along with this OnePlus today, man. It took me forever to get it. I had to chase FedEx down. I had to pull an Anthony almost, man. Out there stalking the FedEx folks, watching trucks, getting their schedule right. This is a whole situation trying to get this doggone phone, man. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So this is the box that it comes in. Well, it came in a bag. I took the bag off just because it had my address and stuff on it. But this is the box they send it to you in. And the packaging, it's not, it's shipping packaging. It's purposeful, They got a purpose. So I got a couple cases. I bought one of the little case packs. So I got the red silicon joint. And I had to, this is my first OnePlus device. So I had to go ahead and get the sandstone. This is what everybody raves about. The sandstone joints. Put that off to the side. Whew. This box right here, man, at this point is almost iconic. OnePlus 6. Same style box they've always had. Super clean. Obviously Apple inspired. Nothing wrong with that. The new slogan, no longer are we doing the flagship killer. That was a little ambitious. Right now, this is the speed you need. So that's what we're talking about right now. So I'm gonna go ahead, tear into this little plastic right quick. S Pen to the rescue. Ah. All right. Man, I've been super hyped. Anybody who's been in the chats with me, man, y'all know I've been super hyped about this phone. See what we got on the bottom down here. So we got the OnePlus 6, the mirror black 128 gig version. Only way to do it. Here we go. I'm not trying to be one of them guys that fling the phone out. Whew. Smells like greatness, man. So this is my first phone with a notch, and this is also my first OnePlus device. Oh yeah, let the fingerprints commence. For real. This is so... Yeah, I see what they're talking about as far as the almost ceramic-like finish. Yeah, I see what they're talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and boot this guy up and Got the alert slider, man. I've always been jealous of folks having that alert slider. Boot this guy up. Take that little plastic off. I don't know, they got a screen protector on the front. But we ain't rocking like that. We're gonna go ahead and take it off. VG said take it off. We're gonna go ahead and snatch it off, man. Oh yeah. You say time to retire that 6P. Hey, for real, man, the 6P been in the struggle. For real. Yeah, this is clean, man. This is top notch right here. Go ahead and give you guys the ones through the box. Got Mr. RP3 Tech Reviews in the house. What's going on, Rob? Team 100 showing up. Appreciate you. Yo, man. This phone, as far as... I see why people are kind of fanatics about OnePlus, man. Once you go this route, I see that can be difficult to go a different route. So you got the OnePlus 6 paperwork here. Your little SIM injection tool. Books and stuff. We're going to put them where they're supposed to go out my way. So they already giving you a case out the box. I guess OnePlus assumes that there aren't going to be just a lot of third-party cases. But they give you like a little smoky, translucent, kind of case out the box. But we're going to go ahead and step it up. VG say Samsung has lost a fanboy. So first off, yeah, the OnePlus 6, the 6P is definitely, I don't know. I got a 5 sim in it right now. 5 ain't working out too well. But it's, it's got a special place in my heart, man. It still runs okay. It's just slow. And it's the difference between an old Nexus device. It's not laggy. It's just slow. It just does everything slow. Like watch, I'm going to tap the fingerprint sensor. It's just slow. It's running 8.1. I ain't got nothing weird on it. If you still got it, it'll get the job done. But, it's just not as quick as we used to. So this is the famous dash charger. OnePlus logo, little red USB chip in there. Supposed to be the fastest charger in the game. I'm definitely going to put that to the test because I'm going to be beating this phone up. And we got the patented red and white USB Type-C cable. And that's all in the box, man. Very simple presentation. So we're going to go ahead and get into these cases. And then I'm going to set it up and, give you guys kind of my first impression. So I'm going to start out. I'm excited about the sandstone, so we're going to start out with the silicon case. Nothing too wild. I figured I'd get this when we're looking for something a little more rugged. Because this is going to give me the full protection. So that's going to protect the buttons. Oh, they got fancy, man. This got like Alcantara suede type stuff in the on the inside, man. They really care about this, man. Really care about the device. Okay, so that's a good fit right there. That's looking good. That black and red. Yeah. Yeah, that's clean right there, man. Then they got the little toggle alert. It's a little difficult to get to. It's a little deep in there, but take that how you will. Yeah, you gotta have like a little nail to get off in there. But yeah, man, this is a good fit, man. This is a nice material. You can tell if you ever had some little cheap TPU cases before, this one feels different. It fits differently. And it's just nothing like first party cases. And I've heard that OnePlus does accessories like the best. Like their accessories are awesome. So yeah, I'm digging this case right here. For real. VG says, like a long Apple adapter. He says he a hoarder. Yeah, man. Let me go back through, get some shout outs. What's up to YS in the building? Appreciate you for coming through. VG says, send it to me. The 6P. Got Tech Time in the building. What's good, bro? See, RP3 Tech Review says, don't you already have enough Nexus phones at BG? Yeah, hey, man, this is funny. I've been rocking out with the 6P and the Nexus 7 2013, man. That thing's still a champ. Like, it's still rocking. Yeah, RP3 says, can't wait for mine. FedEx got me waiting. Yeah, man, they tried to have me pick mine up tomorrow, man. I told them I wasn't down with that. Joseph Burbo, what's going on? TJ in the building, what's up? Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. If y'all got any questions, definitely hit me up. Anything y'all been wondering about. I'm about to bust open the Sandstone though. Now, like I said, I got the red case because you get the full coverage of the buttons with the red case. Get the full top. The bottom is open, but with the Sandstone and I think the carbon fiber, yeah, this feels good. It's a little more, it's a little less protective, right? So you got just big cutouts, top, bottom, all the buttons. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this out. But yeah, I'm a fan, man. I don't like to call myself a fanboy, but I can appreciate what OnePlus is doing. In this case, right here is right up. This is right up my alley right here. That Sandstone, black with the gray, minimalistic, hitting you off with the scratch protection. Now this case is actually hard on the inside. It doesn't have no fancy interior like the red case does. But the grip, if you ever worry about having a grip on your phone, you worry about using a larger device, this is pretty grippy, but the Sandstone, man, that texture, yeah, that's the business right there, man. Yeah, Tech Time says phone looks real nice. Phone Tech says how much extra with the cases. So I bought the case bundle. The case bundle ended up being like, it was like $32 when I bought the OnePlus. So for 2 cases, that's not bad at all, especially first party cases. Because if you ever shelled out for some Samsung cases, or some Apple products, you know the deal with the cases. They ain't cheap, especially first party stuff. But yeah, man, this wasn't a bad deal at all. I thought about getting a screen protector. I might still go ahead and get that because they sell one. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see what other questions we got. YS says it's okay. Next month they got 6T. Yeah, man. So that's actually a concern that some people have. They kind of feel like, well, OnePlus has a similar cycle to Sony, right? So Sony does every 6 months with their flagships. And that's kind of the cycle that OnePlus has gotten on to. So they do the regular number or whatever. So last year they did the OnePlus 5. And then, in the fall they did the OnePlus 5T. And at this point, you kind of have to come out with something new just so that Samsung and Apple and Google don't soak up all your sales. Right, because when those phones come out in the fall, they basically running it. See, Big Mid says, enjoy the phone, bro. I definitely will. Phone Tech says, what's my first impression of my first notch device? I'm going to have to play with it, man. I was reading that they're actually, so the notches, this is clean, man. I like just the massive amount of screen, like the very little bezel. So I got a S8 Plus right here. And as far as the footprint, man, the S8 Plus is actually a little bit taller. And they actually have this actually has a similar size screen to the Note. So this has almost a 6.3 inch screen. And the S8 Plus has a 6.2 inch screen. But as far as footprint, this phone is actually a little bit shorter than the S8 Plus. Just for like a size comparison. But it feels premium, man. When people talk about doing like a little blind test where close your eyes and they put an iPhone or they put a Galaxy in your hands and they put a OnePlus in your hand. If anybody ever said, yeah, that phone feels cheap, they lying. Or their hands don't work. That's what I'm telling you, man. But it looks good, man. Let me pull this closer. This OLED screen looks nice. It has that high quality OLED effect where stuff looks painted on the screen. Don't even look like it's a display. It's looking good. Let's see. VG says, where's Albert U? Yeah, man, he'd be proud of me, man. Albert is an official OnePlus fanboy for real. Why it says a good phone, enjoy, but I definitely will. RP3 says, come on at BG. You in the cult life real tough. Church of Sammy. Yeah, man, BG, whenever you say the word Samsung, people automatically put you in the Samsung fanboy club, man. You can't mention Samsung at all. See, YS says U12 Plus, same size. Yeah, U12 Plus, I don't know, man. It doesn't really have, especially at that price point, 800 to 850. Like if you want, so this is the 128 gig, 8 gig of RAM model of this phone. It was 579. All right. HTC just announced the U12 Plus. U12 Plus for their 64 gig variant is going to be $800. For their 128 gig variant is going to be $850. And at this point, of course, I still got to play around with the cameras. I gotta, test out the battery life. But I can pretty much almost guarantee you this phone is going to be as fast or faster in day-to-day use, just with the 8 gig of RAM and the fact that OnePlus optimizes their software just to be fast. That's literally all they're banking on right now. They ain't even trying to kill no flagship. They're like, look, it's fast. The speed you need. That's what we doing. And I'm gonna go ahead and start setting it up. Let's see. Oh, they let you pick the font. All right. I like the Roboto. I remember when that dropped. I'm a big fan of that. I agree. User experience program. Y'all got enough people in that already. Stability program. I'll help them out. Better connectivity with us. OnePlus may need to send you surveys or product updates. Oh yeah, update me. For real. Skip the SIM. We're going to do straight Wi-Fi right now. Nah, I'm setting this up fresh. For real. Go ahead and get on this Wi-Fi. Yeah, man, I'm liking the screen. I'm liking the screen to body ratio. It's the business, man. Albert, you in the building. What's up? Yeah, I was telling him, man, you be proud of me. I'm officially a OnePlus guy right now. I still got my Note 8, but the OnePlus right now is, I've been excited for this phone. I will say this though, the haptic feedback is kind of sketchy. It reminds me of like the Moto X motor. And of course, at the price point, they had to make some compromises. I would venture to say that the haptic motor was one of them. But I mean, that's small potatoes, especially compared with everything else you get. That's not going to have a big impact on, the overall experience. Try face unlock. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the face unlock. Go ahead and set that up. Yeah, go ahead and take a picture. All right, it's got me in. I agree. Definitely want to set up all the Google Assistant stuff. And we're not going to add another account right now. No thanks. Sean, be nice in the building. What's up, bro? Say big money. Not at all, man. This is the budget life over here. Yeah, Wyatt said, yep, U12 Plus is a no-go. Price is too damn high. You're right, man. Their price is ridiculous. I mean, I could walk into Verizon right now and get an S9 Plus with no trade-in for like $720, and you get an S9 for $620. What is LG and HTC gonna do? Especially with HTC, it's not even in the store. All right, so let me see. Okay, we got an update out the box. I'll hold off on the update. I'll figure out what it is first and try to test some differences with it. We got Android Stud in the building. What's going on, man? Yeah, so initial impressions, man, I'm impressed with the screen. The screen looks good. And this is using Samsungs every day. You know, they're the OLED champs right now, and this screen looks good. You can tell it's they got it pressed right up against the screen, so it looks like you're touching the actual icons. It don't look like you're touching the screen. It has that painted on effect. The colors are real rich and vibrant. Turn the screen brightness down just a little bit. Yeah, it's bright too. You can see it's almost at minimum brightness and it's still super bright. I think my first impressions, man, I feel like they put the most important things first. The screen, something that you're looking at, touching, interfacing with all day. That's definitely nice. Forbes says, "Damn, I can't wait for the white one. That white one gonna be clean, man. It's gonna be so clean." My wife is in the room right now, waiting to get her hands on this, and I think once she puts a pause on it, she gonna whip out the camera, and that's gonna be make or break for her, cause this is her SA Plus. She got the orchid gray, the little purple hue. She chose to keep this over getting the S9 Plus, which makes sense. She didn't like the colors. She didn't like the little lilac purple they had or whatever, so she kept this and never thought about it again, right? So she been rocking out with the SA Plus. It's about that time, but I think once she feels this, she saw the white, she's already excited. I think Samsung might lose yet another fan. Got Sean in the building. What's going on, bro? See, phone text says, I remember I turned mine off on the OnePlus 5. Not sure. What'd you turn off on the OnePlus 5, Alan? Sean says, looks like I'll be the only one buying the U12 Plus. Yeah, bro, you're going to have all the views if you have a OnePlus, a U12 Plus. RP3 says, I might get on that U12 boat. Man, it ain't going to be that many views. Alpha in the building, what's going on, bro? Says, I see FedEx came through. Nah, man, I was telling a story earlier. I had to hunt them down, man. I ended up having to go up in the building twice, outside waiting on the driver to pull up. Yeah, it was a whole little situation. Sean says, how do I like the OnePlus 6? Coming from using the S9 Plus, and then, the Nexus device, or the stock Android device I've been using is the Nexus 6P. I just took it out the box, and just with setting it up, I can tell you already the hardware, it feels like there's zero compromise in the hardware, man, for real. And I'm gonna take this case off just so I can continue to, man, it's on there good. Yeah. Take this off just so I can continue to appreciate. And I have to wipe it down. This is gonna be a fingerprint magnet. It came with a screen protector. I went ahead and took it off because I wanna live that life. But it's a nice phone, man. It's a simple design. They're not trying to do anything too ambitious. The screen is flat, but they got, a little bit of rounding just for ergonomic purposes, where the glass meets the sides. And then the back is rounded a lot more aggressively than the front, but it feels good. It's got all the important ports, man. You got your USB Type-C, downward facing speaker, but that's just the life we live in. Compromises at this price point. Got the headphone jack. You got your power switch, and you got your volume toggle, and that's gonna be nice. It's a little tough to move, but just being able to have a physical switch, you don't even have to turn the phone on. If I slap it all the way down, it's gonna be silent, no ifs and buts about it. And you got your volume on the left hand side over here. Fingerprint sensor on the back. Got your LED flash underneath your dual cameras. And of course you got the notch up front. And in the notch they have the ambient light sensor, LED, speaker, and your front facing camera. And it's a small notch too. But what I was saying earlier, what they end up doing, yeah, that face on like it's quick. But what they end up doing is, right now, you got the full bleed effect where you got the color of the wallpaper in the background or whatever going up into the size of the notch. But you have the option right now to actually turn off or actually make that black, I'll say. So let's see, maybe it's in status bar. It's not. Why would it be in status bar? Display. Notch display. Yeah, so right now we got full screen, which is the default, or which is the mode it's in right now. But if I want to, I can select which apps I want and tell them how to operate. But actually, I want to go ahead and just have it turn it off all the way. You have to find that. But I was saying that to say how it's blacked out right now. That's one option. But supposedly OnePlus is going to come out with another option to where if you just don't want anything up there, the other option is to turn those pixels all the way off. And you'll just have it looking just like a regular phone. So if you just got that much hate for the notch in your spirit, you'll have that option as well. And I'm going to try out the gestures as well. I like having full screen, no buttons. I'll check out the gestures to see what they're working with. The camera. People have been talking big about this camera. A lot of people have been comparing it to just the previous OnePlus cameras. So I don't know how high a bar that is. They usually say OnePlus is great, except the cameras are okay. They're not wonderful. So just kind of looking through some of these pictures I took. Got them in close. I mean, these are looking good, man. Of course, I got, lights in here and everything. Everything's well lit up. We'll have to see how it works out in the real world. I did see a little bit of issue with autofocusing during video. So we'll have to see if that gets worked out. Maybe that's what this update is about. I'll read the details of the update and get back with you guys about that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So phone tech says, what's the patch? So as you can see, this is I don't know how they number their patches, but this is an update. And once we download and install now. And if anybody wants to look that up, OnePlus 6 Oxygen 22. So it looks like it's an OS update. It's not doesn't seem to be just a security update. Matter of fact, we'll go and look and see what we're on right now. So we're on Oxygen OS version 5.1. Of course, we got 8 GB RAM, Android 8.1 out the box. And we're on the April 1st security patch. So they should have a May patch coming. I mean, hell, all my Samsung devices are on May, so I wouldn't doubt that OnePlus has a May security patch coming with the quickness. So it says checking for updates. Okay, so here's the information on this update. It says general bug fixes and stability improvements. Not many details on what it is, but we know it's not an OS update and we know it's not a security update. So it is what it is. It's a pretty sizable update though, 355 megs. It's pretty big. Yeah. And he said he wants to know what the storage is. So let's find the storage. 2.28 gigs out the box. And that's, still got some updates available. I hadn't installed any apps. I just started it out fresh. So that's what you'll be looking at. 2% used, 116 gigabytes free. 116 gigabytes available to you. Now, if you do the math, 2.28 plus 116 don't equal 128. So it seems like what they're doing is they're kind of masking just how much the OS is using. Because if you see, the OS ain't listed in these storage numbers down there. So that's kind of misleading. I see what y'all did, OnePlus. That's real slick of y'all. Real slick. But yeah, man. So we had 61% out the box. Real simple. It's like they just have stock Android and they just add settings. They don't really even change anything. And I like that, man. I think more people should do that. Take that approach. Let Google handle the software. You just make the hardware, man. Sell the hardware at a decent price. Keep it updated. And let's go, man. Let's rock out. Let's have some good pictures and good cameras and all that stuff. Sean says live stream is a little laggy. Yeah, I apologize about that. I'm not sure I know my wife and my daughter back there streaming it up. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. RP3 says driver was playing games. He was around the corner watching your. Yeah, man. I don't know because I was literally sitting in the parking lot and I got a notification saying that the package was at the facility. I'm like, I've been sitting there. Ain't no trucks pulled up, man. He snuck up. He snuck up here. Sean says OnePlus 6 doesn't look that bad. Unfortunately, I ain't seen it in LA. I don't know why, man. This actually shipped from California. They had a pop up in well, not LA. I think they had a pop up in San Fran, but I'd be shocked if you didn't see a couple of these out. I mean, I know they were a little bit more expensive, but for what you're getting, as you can see, this is what it looks like when you have the notch basically turned off. And like I say, in the right light, you can tell there's a notch. But if you're just handling the phone, just glancing at it, it just looks like a regular phone. But eventually, OnePlus is going to have an option where you just turn the pixels off completely. So there is no battery usage, and also there's no difference between the solid black of the notch and the pixels. And that's the benefit of OLED. I think that's pretty cool. If people want it, go ahead and do it. Let's see. Phone Tech says that selfie cam always been great. I guess so. Nobody's really talked about the selfie cam. Nobody said anything bad about it, so I guess that's good. But of course, I'll check it out and I'll see for myself just how it's rocking. Yeah, it's quick though, man. And that's kind of what I've been wanting right now, because even I was surprised the S9 Plus I had it since it launched. I just sold it. I actually just shipped it out today, and it was fast the entire time I had it. And even the Note 8, man, the Note 8 has held up wonderfully as far as speed goes. You don't have any of that degradation. I'm gonna slap this red back on right quick. I'm kind of feeling that. I thought I was gonna be more excited about the sandstone, but this red is tough. Yeah, that red is tough. Yeah, Sean says living a case and cable. Yeah, man. So I got 3 cases out the bat. Like I said, the case bundle I got, it was like around $30, $32. And they give you one in the box. So even if you just order the phone and you kind of trying to make up your mind what to get, they give you one out the box, so you at least protect it somewhat. And it comes with a screen protector. But like I said, I took it off because I'm like riding dirty out here butt naked. RP3 says it's an update to the latest Oxygen OS. Sean says, damn OnePlus. BG says nice and clean, big dog in the building. Yeah, man, they ship from California. Yeah, they should be out there. Sean says, I know I was talking about the popularity of OnePlus in LA. Be honest, I don't really know outside of, unless you out east in China or something like that, I don't know in the US where it's just like OnePlus territory. I don't really know if they have that here. Just because how we used to moving in the US, we used to going into a carrier store and putting out a little bit on the phone and then walking out with it. This whole buying stuff outright life it takes some getting used to, for real. Alpha said, too bad they didn't have a red phone upon release. Oh, yeah, that red would have been tough, especially with what they're doing with the glass. I know that white gonna be clean, man. I'm gonna be borderline jealous of my wife. That white is clean, but this black is nice though. It's funny how black phones are kind of rare nowadays. Everybody coming out with colors, so just getting like a clean black phone is almost kind of, almost kind of unique. Sean says, Bullet wireless earphone is the thing I'm buying from OnePlus. I've heard good things about the Bullets. Of course, they had their little spiel they did at the, reveal, where they played a little clip and they had these different, music icons. Listening to the headphones and compare them to other headphones that cost, way more, and some that cost that were priced similarly to it. But as far as functionality goes, it seems like they got all the important stuff. I was reading that the Google Assistant functionality, it's not like if the headphones actually have it built in. Like it's still like a delay, just like if you had on a pair of headphones and you just said okay, blah blah, and there's that little delay before you can speak. But I mean, I don't really. I'm almost more used to that than just being able to go straight into talking. So that doesn't really bother me too much. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these updates out the way. And this is dual SIM, so if you living a dual SIM life, doing any kind of international traveling, this phone is gonna be the way to go. All right. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that system update too. But yeah, man, if y'all got any other questions, I got a S8 Plus here. I'm filming, I'm live streaming on my Note 8. I did want to have it on hand for comparisons and questions, but Hangouts on Windows just crashing. Oh, that's what's up, man. Shout out to Alpha Rakama. Super chat is wide open. He just gave $5 on the super chat. Shout out to Alpha. Shout out to Android for not taking nothing off the top. You say shout out to the tech gentleman stalking the delivery driver today. Hey man, hey, I wasted about a quarter tank on his ass, man. I ain't gonna lie. Just going back and forth to the house, going between. So I originally set it up to have them just drop it off at the Walgreens by my house, because FedEx has a little deal with Walgreens. They drop packages off there, and that's significantly closer than the FedEx store. So I set that up, and when I got off work, it still wasn't there. And the guy at the counter is telling me, "Yeah, we're done for the day. We're not getting any more. You'll probably come pick it up tomorrow." I'm like, "Hell no, that's not an option." So I go down to the FedEx spot. They look it up, and they say the guy has it on the truck, but he just hadn't came back yet. And so came home, got something to eat, and went back to the FedEx spot. They closed at 7:30. It's about 7 o'clock, and they're like, "Yeah, he's still not back. I don't know when he's going to get back. He's a new guy. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they were trying to tell me he don't know what the hell he's doing." But I'm just sitting there waiting for somebody to pull up, and all of a sudden I get a notification saying that the package has been dropped off. Well, he dropped it off back at Walgreens, and I was like, this sounds kind of funky. So I went inside to make sure it wasn't at the FedEx store I was at before I left, because it was like 7:20 and they closed at 7:30. So the chick told me that assured me that it was at the FedEx store. I need to go over there and pick it up. Went to FedEx. As soon as I walked in, it was literally the only package that the guy dropped off. He literally dropped my phone off and bounced. As soon as I walked in the store, the guy at the register recognized me. He was like, "Yeah, man, he just dropped your phone off, man." So I scooped it up and drove the speed limit all the way home, as you should. At least that's what I'm going to tell you to do. The phone text says that's how you do it. Go taking on them. Yeah, man, you got to employ some, evasive maneuvers trying to keep up with these guys. FedEx usually do me right, but like I said, today they were kind of on something. Yeah, so I got this update installing. And so I like this, right? So if you used to any kind of other updates, and so the OnePlus 6 does have the seamless updates. I don't know if this is a part of it, but normally in the past, whenever you had to update any phones, they always download the update and then you click install, turns the phone off, you go to the little animation, and then it updates your phone, but you basically gotta wait till the update finishes before you can use your phone. It looks like this phone is actually updated in place, so I can still use it while it's updating. So that's what's up, man. If that's what the seamless updates allow you to have, I like it. I'm down with it. It says finish my OnePlus setup. An iPhone? No, not doing that, man. Not at all. Yeah, we'll go ahead and add a fingerprint. All right. Oh, they getting all the finger, man. Yeah, so I got that added. Access assistant with my voice, of course. Yeah, the notch isn't bothering me right now. Shout out to Android Stud. I remember when he got the essential phone, he said the notch, eventually you just stop caring about it. And I can see that, especially based on what kind of wallpaper you're rocking. The screen is big enough. On a smaller phone though, because essential it had a smaller screen and it had a bigger notch. That was kind of distracting. Because I play with that a lot. It could be my daily driver, but it would be something cool just to have. Oh yeah, he said that ride home is always the toughest for a YouTuber. Yeah, man. Like I said, this box was in the bag, but I ripped that bag open as soon as I sat down in the car, just to kind of get a glimpse at what I was working with. But I was like, no, I need to save the rest for the video. Why it says I love the dash chargers. Yeah, I'm excited about the dash charging. I always like quick charging. And Samsung, their little adaptive fast charger, they stopped at quick charge too. So Samsung's adaptive fast charge or whatever they call it is equivalent to quick charge 2. They never went up along with the newer fast charge or the newer quick charge standards. So as far as their charging speed, it's definitely longer than other devices. So I'm interested to see how quickly it charges. And I need to charge fast too because there's no wireless charging. Like I got wireless everywhere in the car, every room in the house, random places. So it is going to be a little tough to have to give up wireless charging, but I'm willing to do that at least, for a little while. We'll see how it goes. If the dash charging is everything is cracked up to be, I probably won't need to have it on the charger. I can have it where I want it, which is, in my hands and getting used, taking pictures and video and stuff. Yeah, why it says nothing is faster than OnePlus. That's what I've been hearing, man. I'm definitely looking to put that to the test. So I'm just gonna shoot through the camera right quick. All right, so we got 4x3, 19x9. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I know it's cropping, but it just looks like you're holding a window. That's wild. I like that. I wonder what resolution is cropping to. Let's see. Info. So if we do the 19x9, okay, so it don't tell me the megapixels. So it just tells me that the resolution is going to be down to 4608 by 2176. So that sounds like 12 megapixels. Do a quick little Google search right quick. Get y'all this information. Because I know it's a weird aspect ratio, but see if we can come up with a megapixel kind of number to put on that. Google has no idea. So let me look up 12 megapixels right quick. So 12 megapixels is 3456 by 2304. So this is, because of the aspect ratio, it's kind of a weird, funky mix. So it's wider than the normal 12 megapixel photo, but it's shorter, which makes sense because it's just filling out the screen. But it doesn't look bad at all, though. Let's see. All right, so we go ahead and reboot. And I'm interested to see if that's actually a security patch in that update as well. We're gonna see here in a second. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Excited about the battery life and testing out these cameras. Cause I did get rid of the S9 Plus for this phone, and I knew the cameras would kind of, expect them to be as good as the S9 Plus cameras. I know that was a high bar, but I feel like they might just be good enough. That's what's important to me, which is the 4K 60. That's something that I've been using and that I'm excited about. Yeah, see, I like that, man. I like the idea that I don't have to lose. I have to lock my phone up by updating it. Like, you can update and I can still use it and all of that. So let's see where we're at. So that's a point update. So we went from Oxygen OS, what was it, 5.1 to 5.1.5, if I'm not mistaken. And we do have the May security patch now. So that's what's in that update, along with some other fixes. So that's good to know. OnePlus, I heard the update champs. They're already showing us how they get down. I like that though. I'm all about that. But man, this is we coming up on 48 minutes. What up, Tech, for your needs in the building? Sean says, can't wait for your full review. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do several videos on this phone. Definitely. Probably do a first day with it. So I'll take it out tomorrow. Gotta figure out what carrier I'm gonna use because I normally use Verizon. I got a Project 5 SIM card in here. I might throw it in here just to see what the hell happened. Looking at doing Cricket. I've been researching Cricket and they seem like a sleeper carrier. AT&T towers, unlimited plans, no line access fees, super low prices. It's like $55 for their highest unlimited plan for one device. And they don't do the hard throttle, right? They don't do like Verizon does where, well, they do similar to what Verizon does. They don't do what Google Fi does, which is once you have 15 gigs of Google Fi, they ram you down to like 256K. And that's just a hard lock on your speed. They do what they call deprioritization. So basically, they put all your requests at the back of the line whenever there are a lot of people on a network, on a tower, or something like that. So I'm gonna test out Cricket and see how that goes. But it can't be as bad as Verizon right now. I'm between a rock and a hard place with them, and they both cost a lot of money. Phone Tech says, am I loading Android P on this? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rock out stock for a couple of days, play around with the Oxygen OS. I already got P downloaded. So P is definitely going on here because as of right now, this is the only device I have that can run the P developer preview. So that's definitely going to happen. RP3 Tech Review says I use Cricket and love them. Yeah, man. I was looking at those prices. It's like 4 lines for $100, unlimited, all the lines. I started drooling when I saw that. If you're on Verizon and you got multiple lines, it started getting out of hand real quick. Especially if you leasing phones or something like that, man. That bill get disrespectful, like a stepchild. RP3 says T-Mobile and Cricket is who I roll with. Yeah, man. I was looking at T-Mobile. I wasn't really fully feeling T-Mobile because they still do some kind of funky stuff with their phones. They still want you to do the down payment and they want you to do the monthly payments. And I just felt like, how you gonna make me do a 2-year contract and pay every month? Because that's what you used to do, right? When we had 2-year contracts, you pay a little bread up front. And then you had a phone, you just had to keep it for the whole time. But now they're like, yeah, we want a couple hundred up front and you're going to pay us some change over time. So I'm like, man, felt kind of disrespectful. But yeah, I'm still on the hunt though. So, and also T-Mobile just they kind of shady around where I live and where I work, so they're not really gonna work out. But yeah, man, I'm feeling the phone. I'm about to go play around with it. Go ahead, kill this little battery. What's the battery on right now? Well, first I need to set it to where it shows me the percentage. 57%. Yeah, I'm about to kill that. That's about to happen. I'm about to go through, play with all these settings. Definitely get into the camera, because that's what I'm interested in. Just seeing how it holds up against the S9, S9 Plus. But I appreciate y'all stopping through. If y'all got any other questions, definitely hit me up. Instagram, Twitter, Google Plus. If you're in the group me, hit me up in the group me chats. Shout out to Team 100 for coming through. Appreciate you guys for supporting me. Appreciate you guys sticking with me through delays and technical difficulties and stuff like that as well. But we made it, man. We got a OnePlus in the house, and we're gonna take it down through there. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this guy off. Until next time, guys. Peace.